How much does the entrance salary look like for like a beginner role?
I would say 100K.
Six figures. That really depends on what you're doing.
Jobs are usually about like 60K, I would say.
네, 안녕하세요 jjmediaca 구독자 여러분. 저희가 오늘은 여기 보시다시피 토론토에 있는 큰 대학 중 하나 Toronto Metropolitan University 대학을 이제 방문했습니다. 일단 저희가 방문한 이유는요, 여기 일단 학교 다니는 학생들과 그런 시민들 인터뷰를 좀 하면서 토론토 라이프는 어떤지, 그런 스튜던트 라이프는 어떤지 좀 그런 현실적인 그런 인터뷰 좀 해보려고 여기 방문을 했습니다. 이제. Excuse me, quick question. Do you have like 2 minutes? We're doing like a little interview. No? Excuse me, guys. Do you guys have like a minute? Excuse me. Do you have like 2 minutes for a quick little interview? It's going on YouTube. Is that okay with you?
Sorry, I gotta get a
No?
call.
Do you have time for a 2-minute interview?
Sorry, man. I'm late for a while.
Yeah. Time for a 2-minute interview or no? That's good. 근데 이거 힘듭니다 이거. 그 토론토라고 사람들이 좀 많이 어셉팅하고 웰컴하고 좀 그렇게 할 줄 아는데 와 인터뷰 잡기 힘드네요 이거. Are you busy? Do you have like 5 minutes?
Sure.
All right, so we're here with
Ren?
Ren. Nice to meet you. I'm Joe. Do you go to TMU here?
I do go to TMU.
Nice. What year are you in?
I'm in second year.
Cool. We're gonna know, what is your major?
I'm in GCM or Communications Management.
Communication management. Okay. What does the day in your life look like as a communication major?
Courses are kind of diverse. You've got like a couple management courses, couple design stuff. So it's kind of a mix of stuff. So I'd say I'd go to maybe like 2 or 3 lectures, one in like our course building, maybe one in like Kerr Hall. Spend about like 6 hours here, maybe 5 hours here a day.
And which industry do you want to get into after graduating?
I'd say anything in the arts or management, anything that kind of combines the two. So I'm looking at like design studios, firms, stuff like that.
Are you working currently right now?
I was up until a week ago. I was a barista, but I stopped because I want to go on vacation in the summer, so I figured I'd take a break.
In terms of the entrance salary, in terms of the jobs that you want to get into, like what does that really look like on a kind of like a range?
A range, I'd say it's an okay range. You could get up to 100K depending on like what kind of management level you're looking for. Entrance level jobs are usually about like 60K, I would say, maybe less if you're like just starting out doing freelancing stuff. But if you really get into the more management side of things, you can definitely earn a lot more.
Interesting. Brent, one last thing before we let you go. Do you live in Toronto as well?
I do. I live like 30 minutes away.
Nice. How do you find living in Toronto?
Rent is expensive, food is expensive. I like Toronto. I've lived here all my life, but buy something with $5 now is like maybe a can of pop, maybe a slice of pizza. It's really hard to find food now where it's like cheap, but it's also like not garbage. So that's one of the hardest things I think about living here, and prices.
I totally feel that. Quick thing, do you mind telling us how much you pay for rent in Toronto?
I pay about $400 just because I am living with my parents, but I still wanted to contribute a little bit. So I feel like rent nowadays is like it's either rent or your happiness. So I feel like this is a good in between. I still have money left over to pay for other things that I want to get. So.
Hey, what's the deal? You can't leave.
Do you want to do it for an interview? It's 2 minutes.
Depends what it is. I always see you guys.
Always, yeah?
Well, not just you guys. Well, no.
All right, we are here with, what's your name?
Sean.
Sean, nice to meet you, man. Do you work in Toronto?
Yes.
What is your occupation?
I'm an actor and whatever else I got to do with that to make my money.
How did you get into acting?
Dropped out of high school around 8 years ago, and there you go.
What does a day in a look like?
Well, it's really different if you're union or not union, right? I just finally became in the union, so my opportunities are bigger, but I got less of them. So normally I would do anything, come to schools and such, see what they're doing, just to get myself out of the house, do a short film, and now I just gotta wait, right? Figure out other kinds of jobs while you wait for the big ones, right?
But how much does an actor make per year?
Fuck, that really depends on what you're doing. I got lucky enough I can pay my rent here and there because acting comes in many forms, right? Like, you know, you could do film, theater, mascot work, live escape room stuff, right? So it really depends on where you're working, right? One job can pay you $1,000 for like a few days. The other one will pay you whatever, yada yada, right?
So you live in Toronto. How much do you pay per rent in Toronto per month?
Well, I got really lucky. I have a nice bachelor with like a alcove to it, so it's almost a 1-bedroom. $1,100.
Sean, thank you, man. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, dude.
You too, man. You too.
이제 여기 RCC라고 Rogers Communication Center라고 제가 학교 다니면서 가장 메인으로 클래스를 들었던 빌딩이 이 빌딩인데요. 여기 들어가시면 이제 미디어 쪽하고 뭐 필름, 저널리즘 그런 거에서 많이 잘 돼 있는데 제가 대학교 다니면서 카드가 있습니다. 제 학교 ID 카드가 있는데요. 그 카드가 다녔을 때가 2018년에 제급받았는데 지금 2024년이죠. 6년이 지났는데 아직도 카드가 된지 한번 가보도록 하겠습니다. 제 학교 카드 ID 카드가 여기 있습니다. 일단 여기서 보시면 one card requires enter. 그러니까 이게 가지고 있는 게 원 카드인데 찍고 이게 파란불로 변하면 되는 겁니다. 오! 안돼. 뭐지? 이러면 되는데? 이게 슬프네요. 인터뷰도 안 되고 카드도 안 되고 힘듭니다. 들었어요. 들을 수 있다. 네, 여기 보시면 이제 그 RCC 도착했습니다. 그 영화에서 그 미국 영화가 있는데 My Big Fat Greek Wedding이라고 영화가 있는데 그 촬영 장소 하나 중에 여기가 촬영 장소라고 하더라고요. So we are here with
Ilenia.
Ilenia, where are you from?
I'm from Germany.
Cool, thank you. So now we are in TMU, but what is your major at TMU?
My major is journalism. Yeah.
Journalism. And is that something you want to get into after school? Like what is it that you want to get into after school?
I want to be an investigative reporter, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna catch up with journalism.
So you used to like talking with people on the mics and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, a bit, I would say. Not that much yet, but yeah, hopefully. I think I will be the person asking the questions.
So you'll be in my spot asking other people now. Okay, cool. How long have you studied at TMU?
Since January, I just here for winter term. Yeah.
What brought you over? Is this your first time in Canada?
Yes, it is.
What brought you here?
I don't know. I read a lot about Toronto being like diverse and multicultural and stuff, and yeah, so I thought that's a really cool thing, and that I have to see it. And I also like the program at TMU, so I was like, yeah, that's a good idea.
So as like a kind of international exchange student, how's your experience here been in Canada so far?
I like it. The weather is crazy though, but I heard that yeah, it's a bit different this time. But yeah, I like it. Everybody's really nice, and as I said, I really like that it's such a diverse city, and that everybody is polite and stuff. So yeah, I'm having a good time.
Very interesting. Quick thing, how much do you pay for tuition if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I'm lucky because it's a partnership with my home institution, so I don't have to pay any fees for the study, just like paying my rent and stuff. But yeah, I was pretty lucky about that.
We're here with
Anisha.
Anisha. Nice to meet you. Are you a student here at TMU?
Yes, I am.
What is your major?
Media production.
What industry do you want to get into after graduating?
I have no clue. I do like screenwriting, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what I want to do. But again, that's why I really like this program, because you kind of got to try your hand at everything. So yeah, I guess like I would be leaning towards like single cam production type things, or like screenwriting.
On a rough range, how much does the entrance salary look like for like a beginner role?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea.
How much-
feel like
okay.
I should know, but I have no idea.
How much do you want to make ideally?
That's a really good question. I have no idea. A good amount of money. I feel like I don't know what a good amount of money is to live like a living wage right now. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's kind of constantly changing, especially with like inflation and everything like that. So I don't exactly know what would be a goal salary for me coming out of school, because like everything can change within the span of like 4 years.
Do you live in Toronto right now?
I do. I live in the home on Jarvis building, the student residence one. Yeah.
And how much do you pay a month for that? Because I know people want to move to Toronto, but they're kind of overwhelmed by some of the prices of everything. So give us an idea about how much they can kind of expect to pay.
I pay, I think, around $2,000 a month, which is not ideal for a lot of people. Even myself, that's not what I would like to be paying. But I kind of looked at it the way that I would be also getting the experience of living in Toronto. I've like made so many friends through my building in general, and it's just way easier. Like a lot of people who I know commute, they kind of just
pack all their schooling into like 2 days, and then they leave. And then on the weekends, if you want to like hang out with people you've met, it's kind of difficult to do that. So that was a big reason why I chose to do that for my first year. Also, just I live like around an hour and a half away, so commuting is like I could realistically commute because there's a GO train and everything, but it's just not what I would want to be doing first year, especially like when I'm just getting used to the university lifestyle and everything like that.
네, 안녕하세요 여러분. 이제 토론토 메트로폴리탄 유니버시티 TMU에서 이렇게 학생 인터뷰를 마쳤고요. 저희가 이렇게 학생들한테 이런 토론토에서 사는 그런 팁 같은 꿀팁 같은 거 하고 토론토에서 렌트비, 토론토에서 튜이션비 그런 거 좀 리얼리티를 많이 알아본 게 좋은 시간이 된 것 같습니다. 네, 이렇게 혹시나 또 궁금하신 점이 있으시면 또 댓글로 많이 남겨주시고요. 그냥 재밌게 봐주셨으면 감사하겠습니다. 다음에 좋은 모습으로 다시 뵙도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.